Binning is one of the underrated but powerful techniques in data preprocessing. It helps us to convert continuous numerical variables into discrete intervals of bins, making large dataset easier to interpret and visualize. Think of it like putting ages into young, middle-aged, and senior buckets. That's binning in action. It simplifies the complexities and often helpful reveals patterns that raw continuous data might hide. In this video, we will learn how to perform binning in Python using Pandas cut and qcut method. We will cover three main types: equal width binning, equal frequency binning, and custom binning. And we will wrap up with some pro tips on some useful features like labels, retbins, write, and duplicates. So let's get started. We will be working with the Superstore dataset, which is a customer transaction table. I have already read the data and you can see the first few rows. We will focus on the sales column, and since this is a customer transaction table and every customer can make multiple purchases over the time, so that is why I have consolidated the total sales at customer level by using the group by method in Pandas. Let's have a quick look at the customers table by using head method. And we will be working with total sales for our examples. We will start with equal width binning using Pandas cut method. Equal width binning divides the range of a continuous variable into a equal size interval. For example, if total sales range from 0 to 10,000 and we want 10 bins, each bin covers a width of 1000. For our example, we will create a sales underscore bin variable and we will be using Pandas cut method on customers total sales variable, and we will pass the parameter equal to 10. Let's run the code. Let's see the output using head method, customers.head, and you can see here it has created sales underscore bin variable. Let's verify how many observations fall into each bin. Customers dot sales underscore bin dot value underscore counts, spelling mistake, and here is an output. Notice how each bin has different number of records even though the bin ranges are of equal width. That's because the data isn't evenly distributed. This type of binning is ideal when your data is roughly uniform or when you want fixed size ranges for reporting. Now let's move to equal frequency binning. Here each bin contains approximately the same number of observations regardless of the range size. Let's write the code. Customers qcut underscore bin equal to pd.qcut customers total sales q equal to 10. Let's run the code. Oh, I forgot to put up the, let's see the output. Customers dot head 10, and you can see here it has created a new variable called qcut underscore bin. Let's verify the number of observation in each bin by using value count method. Customers dot qcut underscore bin dot value underscore counts. Here every bin hold roughly the same number of observation, but the interval widths vary. This makes qcut a great choice when your variable is skewed. It ensures each group is well represented, and one can achieve it by using qcut method as we have used it here on total sales variable. Sometimes you don't want Pandas to decide your bins. You want full control, and that's where custom binning comes in handy. You can define bin boundaries manually based on the domain knowledge or business logic. For instance, we might categorize total sales into very low, low, medium, high, and very high. Let's see how we are going to do that. For that, we are going to define our custom bins. Let's create a list 0, 100, 500, 1000, 5000 and 30,000. Let's create the labels. Again a list, very low, low, medium, high and very high. Now let's create a new variable called custom_bins, and we will use Pandas cut method. Customers total sales, and this time for bins we are going to pass custom_bins list, and for labels we will pass labels list. Let's run the code. Let's see the output, customers.head, and you can see here it has created a new variable called custom_bins. Let's verify how many labels have been created and how many number of observations are there in those labels by using value_count method. Customers.custom_bins, it is bins.value_counts, and you can see here for high value customer 509, very high value customers are 117, medium are 94, low are 59 and very low are 14. This approach is excellent when your bins have real world meaning like grouping age ranges, spending categories or risk level. By default, Pandas return interval edges. If you are interested in knowing the actual points Panda use, set retbins equal to true to return both the bin data and the bin edges. Let's see that. Cats bins equal to Pandas pd.cut, customers total sales, retbins equal to true, bins equal to 5. Print bins. This is super helpful if you plan to use the same bins on another dataset, for example in a production pipeline. In Pandas cut and qcut method, there is a write parameter which can help you to control which side of the interval should be included. By default, bins are right inclusive, and if you will set right equal to false if you would like to have left inclusive. Let's see that. pd.cut customers total sales, right equal to false. Now the values which you will get will be left inclusive. Oh sorry, I forgot to put up the bins, equal to 5, and now you will get the output with left inclusive, not the right inclusive. By default it is right inclusive, so you can use right equal to false parameter for that. Sometimes qcut can create duplicate edges when data contains many identical values, and if you will set duplicates equal to drop, it will automatically remove them. Let's see that. pd.qcut customers total sales, bins, sorry, quantiles equal to 10, duplicates equal to drop, and let us use precision also equal to 2. This is particularly useful precision parameter. It will help you control how many decimal places your bins label will display. Let's run the code. And this is how one can use the duplicates parameter to drop any duplicate edges when you are going to have lot of identical values in the dataset. Let's summarize everything what we have learned today. Equal with binning using Pandas cut method helps you to divide the range into equal interval. It is easy to interpret and good for uniform data. Equal frequency binning, where we have used Pandas qcut method, it divides the data into quantiles with equal counts, great for skewed data. And custom binnings gives you complete control. Perfect when bins carry business meaning. Binning is not just for visualization, it is also key in feature engineering, model explainability, and categorizing continuous predictors. And that's it for today's guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.